Organizing your digital notebook in Notability. Organizing and sorting notes. You can find this inside the Notability Online Resource Center. It will give an overview of Notability's library and how it lets you put notes in logical groups, such as notes, which are your individual files, subjects let you group notes together, and dividers let you group subjects together. So dividers are the larger area, subjects fall underneath them, and notes are the little files inside them. The divider level is like the notebook level, so here you would be naming your notebook. Inside the notebook, you will have your subjects, which are like tabs, and then the notes, which are your pages or files within. Here's a visual representation of how Notability defines each of their library sections. So the divider is the notebook level. When you name the divider, you're naming your notebook. Underneath the divider level, we have subjects. Subjects are like tabs inside of your notebook. And then notes, which are the pages within your notebook. So the smallest level is the individual note, then it goes to the subject level, and then the divider level. So for example, I name the divider Math 148, and the subjects for Math 148 would be Chapter 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5, Chapter 6, Chapter 7, Chapter 8, quizzes, and portfolio. The notes inside would be any class activities that you create inside there, any notes you take, or any handout I give you to annotate. Here's an example of the way it might look inside of your Notability, where you have the divider level, then all of these are subjects, and inside the tab or the subject problem solving, you would have your individual notes. Now, let's work on setting up your notebook. When you enter Notability, you'll be entering your library area where you have subjects, dividers, and notes. The plus sign allows you to add new dividers and new subjects. The dividers are like new notebooks. The subjects are the tabs within them. So if I create a divider and name it English, it's like creating a new notebook for English. Then I can create subjects underneath that divider. You type in the name of your notebook and hit enter. I have a pre-calc one already created, and I'm going to expand it by hitting the triangle. Underneath that, you'll see the different chapters I have. If I want to add another chapter or another subject, I simply hit plus and create subject. Let's call this one Chapter 4. And then if it's not in the correct location, I can move it afterwards. Once you have your title typed in, hit enter, and then edit to move it to where you would like. 3 little bars will show up, and then you can just simply drag it to where you want it. If you want to change the color or title of them, you can just hit the gear icon. So for Chapter 4, I would hit the gear icon for Chapter 4, and then I can choose blue, and if I wanted to change the name, I could do that here as well. Then I hit done. After it's all organized the way you want it, you may need to move notes. So for example, if I want this note to be in a different area, I can simply drag it over to the subject area that it is in and drop it. There's also a gear icon down at the bottom in which you can choose auto backup, and I like to have the Google Drive on. I also like to change my file format to be PDFs so that I can view them on any computer at any time. You also can back up to iCloud. Themes will allow you to do colorful subjects and choose between light or dark. The document allows you to choose different paper, for example, lined or dot paper. You can also choose the default. For typing, this would give you your default color, default font size, and font type. I like a colorful font so it stands out. Under handwriting, you may choose, if you're left-handed, to put it into left-handed mode. Those are the basic features and settings that I would recommend in Notability to get started.